What's up, Deone?
What's going on?
How are you?
Good.
You've been here for a couple years now. You know how big this Kentucky-Tennessee rivalry is. So how excited are you for it?
I'm excited. I say Tennessee one of the craziest crowds I've ever been in. Craziest fields I've ever been to. They got some good players, great players. Just like they had in the past. But it's going to be a great one.
How else are you guys kind of trying to improve as a defense and after the last couple games and try to get ready for a tough task against that Tennessee fast-paced offense?
I say we're getting implemented into a lot of more tempo, just to get used to it, just how we were for Ole Miss. But I say to, not worry about last week, worry about this one, because no one can, you can't rewrite the past, but you can, work harder for your future.
What do you say about what is it about the Stadium that's it's a different?
I say it's the fans. Even though I'm on the defensive side of the ball, they're usually quiet for their offense, but it's just you can feel when all those eyes are on you. But yeah, I say the fans.
With how the season has gone, how you guys have some big games coming up. How much of an opportunity do you view this as trying to finish that right?
It's a big thing to me, just trying to, like you said, trying to finish it all right, end the season 7-5. We know we had some disappointing games, but how can we end off the season, So, and how can we leave our seniors out with the bang?
You guys have gotten turnovers this year, and you could have got more earlier in the year. Some of those fumbles bounced your way, but you guys are still forcing those. Is that kind of a key in a big road game to try to get some of those early?
They're a great fast tempo team. In the past, we've struggled with it, but just having to get tackles behind the line of scrimmage, have them get to slow down their offense. I feel like that's key. And giving our offense some short yardage to scoring. So, yeah.
How big of a thing could it be? I know the offense has been struggling. If the defense can put points on the board, whether it be a pick six or something like that, how much can that just help the overall product?
I would say it will help a lot. That'll give motivation to our offense. Let them know that we got them. You feel me? We here, we battling with them. And it's not just them first, everyone.
You guys 2 years ago, Tennessee jumped out, scored quick. Just the game felt kind of over early. And so is there something key to maybe starting out strong? I know you guys started strong last week and then didn't finish, but is there something about maybe starting strong that you guys are going to have to do very early?
Our big thing is not getting too caught up into the lights. Neyland is a great stadium, great fan base. Tennessee, it gets rowdy, but just not getting too caught up in the lights and just knowing that it's just another team that you get to show up against.
Thanks, Deone. I'm late. Sorry if I missed this, but run defense is obviously taking a little bit of step back last two games. What did you all see when you went back and watched the tape, and what are you all trying to hone in on or correct or fix this week before you play Tennessee?
One thing that Coach White made a motion of is that we're all together. It was the defense as a whole. It's not just one defense lineman. It's not just one LB, because nobody's going to play the perfect game. Everybody's going to have their mess ups, but it's about who's there for you to help clean up your mess ups. So the main thing he told us is not to hold a grudge against somebody for not making a play, because if you turn the tape on, you didn't make a play either.
Okay. Tennessee, they've started fast really every year against you all. That's been a little bit of an issue, but you all corrected it last week against Auburn. Is that a big point of emphasis for the defense this week to get off to a fast start and don't let them get out to an early lead?
Yes, and that plays a lot into just not getting too caught up in the lights. One thing about Tennessee, the Tennessees, Georgias, Floridas, you get too caught up in the lights, it's 30 zip quick. So just playing where our feet are and not be caught looking at the fans, at the lights, worry about the play, and do what you got to do.
Deone mentioned when you guys were getting ready for Ole Miss, trying to get ready for that tempo. So you guys feel comfortable being able to handle that, and how are you guys prepared to face that?
Yeah, we doing a little bit of here practice, trying to simulate the tempo, but it's probably not going to be closer to what they go have. But we just got to come out here, practice, run extra if you have to, and stuff like that.
injuries have been an issue with you guys. I know you guys have that next man up mentality, but how do you kind of lean on each other when maybe you're not as deep as you might want to be?
Right. I feel like it's just the next man up. You know, the young guys got to step up. Whoever we got to roll with it and go with it.
Deone said to make sure guys don't get caught up in bright lights or the atmosphere. Is that something you guys feel like you'll be prepared to do? Kind of just block out and get ready for a tough environment?
Yeah, for sure. You know, like I've been here for 2 years now, so you know I played all those states. I played at Tennessee and stuff like that. So, but we got to get the young guys. You know, block out the noise, block out the fans, the crowd, and just focus on the game and our keys and alignment.
Have you heard Rocky Top enough?
Yeah, I heard it all throughout practice.
Alex, how do you your first extended playing time there at Will? How do you think it looked?
Man, you know, there's still stuff I got to work on. You know, it wasn't perfect, but you know, I just shown a glimpse of what I could do at Will.
Okay. Run defense, obviously, as a whole for the defense is kind of taking a step back.
Yeah.
It's been kind of the messaging from Coach White and the rest of the coaches on trying to get that fixed this week. What do y'all need to work on?
You know, we just gotta do our job. You know, stay in our gaps. You know, strike when we had to and stuff like that, and everything's gonna take care of itself.
Yeah. Tennessee has jumped out on y'all early during the recent games. You all played them. I know that's been an issue this year. Y'all kind of got it fixed last week against Auburn, but how big is that this week to maybe get in this game and get a stop early so that you don't fall behind?
Right, yeah, we got to start out fast. We got to come out and start out fast. We got to jump on them first, you know, before they jump on us. Because if they jump on us, it could be bad. So we got to go out there and, you know, start fast.
Is there a voice in the locker room right now that's trying to keep everybody, you know, together and that morale pointed in the right direction?
Yeah, I feel like everybody's pretty probably the leaders, the captains and stuff like that, trying to get everybody still going and stuff. Cause we've been losing these games, you know, so it's not the best feeling. So, but you know, we got next game up. You feel me? So we gotta keep going.
Kind of basing off that too. Is it difficult to kind of do that to get back up and going when you mentioned it has been tough lately? But you look at the schedule ahead, you still got Tennessee, you still have Texas. So there's still awesome opportunities that you guys have ahead this year.
Yeah, you know, we still feel like we can beat anybody. So, you know, we just got to keep going, keep practicing out here, practicing that hard out here, and just taking it game by day, by day, game by game.
You create good habits at practice. I feel like that was shown Saturday, no matter what atmosphere you're playing.
It feels like you guys have done well on the road the last couple of years. I mean, obviously Ole Miss, Florida game was a setback there, but is that something that you feel like other guys do? They kind of feed off that energy?
Yes, I was telling guys yesterday, it's kind of feel like we all we got on the away games, man. We get out there on the field and everyone surrounding you is against you and you just got your brothers, so I feel like that really brings the best out of us. I'm eager to showcase my teammates. I'm here for you guys, so yeah, I do feel like that's a big deal.
And then, of course, it's, there's motivation too. This is one of the top rivals. It's them and Louisville, really. These Big Blue Nation does not want to lose to Tennessee. So, how excited are you to kind of take on that challenge and try to beat your rival?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Tennessee. I'm from the South, so I'm very familiar with all the SEC teams, and I'm very familiar with this rivalry. And I'm eager to showcase my talent for the team.
JQ, Tennessee has kind of jumped out on you all early with early scores the last couple of years. Is that a big point of emphasis this week, starting fast?
Yeah, Coach White hit it on the head with how we played Ole Miss we played Ole Miss earlier this season. He said we can't afford to shoot ourselves in the foot. We can't afford to spot them 7 points. So we got to come out firing on all cylinders as a defense immediately when the ball is kicked. We can't give them a first drive. We can't let them get 14. We got to come out ready to play.
Have you heard Rocky Top enough already this week?
Yeah, definitely. I have, man. I'm tired of it.
You getting sick of it?
With Tennessee's scheme, with the receivers spread out so far, the tempo kind of challenges that percent of cornerback trying to match up against an offense that plays a unique style like that.
Yeah, for the corner, man, this is a very difficult game for their offense. Their offense, they does a great job with the offensive scheme, man. They definitely try to exploit them. They try to get you in spaces and just exploit the space. So I told the guys in the corner room, man, we got to have a great week of practice. I believe in you practice the way you play. So we've been very, I would say, like, what word I'm looking for? We've just been very trying to emphasize the effort, man. Like, prime example, getting extra hills afterwards, man, getting extra releases. Just knowing we're playing a tempo team. If you're tired, most of the time you can wave your hand and get your breather. This time we're telling them, you don't get a breather. Go back out there and take the next rep again. Just prepare yourself for, we know, man, like they're hiking the ball with 30 seconds left on the clock. It's a very efficient, very quick tempo offense for sure.
How important is communication with the guys in the secondary? I know you're moving fast, but with their switch releases and them going so fast, how important is that to making sure you guys are all on the same page?
Very important. Very important. Communication is the most important when playing a team like this because it's so easy for this tempo and this very vertical offense. We just cut a guy free. We can't afford that at all. We've got to make sure we communicate and get bodies on bodies.
Jake, you sound upbeat right now. how important is it to have, those kind of voices in the locker room and at practice and during the tough stretch?
I feel like it's very important, man. Our coach preached that we got to have leaders on the team. They can't do everything for us. So I feel like with me playing well, I need to step up and be a vocal leader for the team. I feel like they'll respect what I have to say.
Everybody good?
Cool.
Thank y'all.